Brought to you by our friends at Gutter Worx. Always well hung, just like Justin Barsha and Cameron Sakadu. I can't wait. I haven't got to that point in the new Gypsy Tales podcast where they talk about his junk hanging out. No. I saw a little short clip about it the other day, but I haven't made it to the actual point in the podcast where he talks about it. I'm very excited to get there. I cannot wait to hear him talking about tucking it in.
Okay.
You know, just tucking it a little bit, dog.
What are you, Joe Dirt?
No, I don't know. Anyway, all right. So 450 race recap here. So Sexton gets the win.
Looked good all day.
Man, dude, it's great he won that last round. Let me ask you this. Do you think he looks at it and goes, fuck yeah, I got one?
No.
Okay, thank you.
No.
We're on the... It is amazing how much you're on the same page.
No, I because you could tell him all. You could tell even all day when he was when they were talking to him, saying that, like, you know, and we've heard it for the last couple of weeks, even dating back to Indy. Like, I'm still not there speed wise. We're still working. I think the only thing he can take from it, and I don't know if it was Ricky or Stu. It doesn't really matter who said it, but somebody said in the broadcast. Maybe it was Weege. I don't know. That for him, he just looks at it as.
Did you lock that door? No. Yeah.
He just looks at it as just something to hang your hat on. Like, hey, I got to win. Like, I don't think he's like
shake it soda.
I'm not gonna do that. It's a prebiotic soda.
So shake it.
I'm not doing that. No.
You just shook it a little bit.
No, because my luck, he'll open it and then it'll go my way.
Anyway,
so
back to Chase.
I think that he's gonna look at it and it's something to hang his hat on that he finally got a win. But like, if you're asking me, do I think he's happy about it? Like, no. I think it's just little confident things you can take, because if he'd gone the whole season and not even won a round, especially the last round, well, I mean, he won in the mud, but I think it'd be a different story going into outdoors. But he can just kind of hang his hat on, like, hey, man, I've been just as fast as Jet lap time for weeks now. I've been able to put it together. I finally got it. I understand that, you know, Jet was trying to wrap up a title. It's the last round. But it is something to hang his hat on.
Yeah.
You know.
Scale of 1 to 10, how happy is he with this season?
3.
This has to be like the worst title defense since Ando, right?
Hang on, you guys are rolling?
Yeah.
Well, and you also got
We're rolling already.
Yeah, we are. We're in it.
You also,
Okay.
I mean...
Do I need this?
Not yet.
No.
Kev probably going to call at some point here. But.
No, but, I mean, you could also look at it and go... We've said how that title was won, too, so...
It's the worst title defense since, like, outside of Ando's here in the last...
No, it's better than Ando's, because Ando didn't even get a win.
Cooper Webb's was trash.
I guess
Hi,
that's true,
everybody.
too.
I'm here, by the way.
Nice to see you.
Coop's #1 defense on the KTM was trash.
Well, he
Okay.
also got fucked with the season being what it was, too.
Hey, how about the press conference? Did you see that?
No, I haven't watched
You haven't
it.
seen any?
No,
like the beginning one with Coop and Sexton?
No.
Oh, you're going to love this. Hang on. I'm going to
Was he pouty facing it?
Nope.
I don't think it was as bad as Ando's, because Ando didn't even win the year later.
Yeah,
Chase can at least say he got 2 wins.
I'll talk about it when we get to Coop.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, no, he's definitely not happy. There's no way he is. Everybody knows he's
dude,
not.
I was like, if he walks out of there thinking like, oh yeah, I got one, he's an idiot.
No.
Like, which I don't think Chase is.
I think there's small little wins for him throughout the day, though. Quick in qualifying. I mean, last weekend he was a lot more like himself in qualifying.
He's been
guess.
trending up for weeks now.
He has
He's
been
definitely
trending.
trending up,
He has
right?
been trending up, but it's still like
here. I guess I'll just get into the Cooper Webb thing right now. So
okay.
during the pre-race press conference, Sexton was talking, and it's like, we're going in a really positive direction. We've just completely went back to the drawing board, and the stock platform's actually really good. And as he says that, Webb's sitting next to him, and he goes, and then he says some smart ass something like subtle into the mic.
Yeah.
And Sexton just kind of looks at him. He's like, oh yeah. Just like, I'll have to show you the video. Like, his facial expression was hilarious.
I might be able to
Maybe pull it up on the screen.
pull it
there.
up on the screen there.
This got AirPlay.
I don't know if it's got AirPlay, but I got YouTube on the thing.
You're gonna have to clip it, but no, that was hilarious. But I don't know. Going into outdoors, which we'll talk about, I think that's gonna be a very interesting thing to see if he can keep this momentum rolling.
Because he has been fast. Like, he's been able to match Jet speed for weeks now.
Yes.
And we even talked about this. We know that during qualifying, Jet's pushing. So for Chase to even be close when Jet's pushing, it's something to hang his hat on.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
I kind of got a little
tucking
bit of
that
a
front,
feeling
son.
that there's some kind of fast lap qualifier bonus put in for Jet. You would think?
no.
No?
No.
You know,
No
he's
way.
negotiating a contract and being like.
No, I think he just really. I think he really just wants to.
I think he just wants to do that.
Okay,
I think he
well,
just
some of
wants to be
those
the
guys
fastest.
have those built into their
Some do,
contracts.
but I don't think he does. Did you listen?
He'd be dumb not to.
Either of
but
you listened to the Darren Lawrence interview last week?
It's pretty good.
No, but everybody said it was good.
That guy's my favorite fucking person in the industry right this second. My literal favorite. The best part is that what did they say? Oh, somebody asked him if he would go back to Australia after the boys were done.
He's like, no, best country in the world.
yeah, he's like, no, America's the best fucking country in the world. And I went, he's a goddamn American hero.
Wow, that was really.
I'm
aggressive.
super excited
Hey,
about it.
speaking of that, I was thinking on the way here.
That was super aggressive.
I have a TLR tinfoil hat,
Oh, great.
That was super
Save it for the halftime report.
non-motor related.
So
Save it
anyway,
for the
so
halftime
yes, no,
report.
I don't think Chase is definitely happy about it. It's just a little. It's something you hang your hat on.
Yeah.
Like little wins, you
Yeah.
know, because like I said, he straight up he just was faster than Jet in practice. His heat fastest lap was faster than Jet's, and obviously like Jet was trying to win a championship, so he wasn't pushing. But like still, just to win, like you got
Okay.
you got to take the little things.
Hang, just watch. Have you seen this yet?
No,
This is great. This is great radio.
no, I'm over here trying to talk about it, and like you know, I'm trying to keep this going.
I know you're trying to get. I didn't know you guys were in here rolling. I can't.
Webb's face is awesome.
It's hilarious. Yeah. So
Go back like 15 seconds when he says it.
he's talking about the stock bike.
Webb's face is classic.
Coop looks like fucking Popeye.
So anyway, yeah, it's I don't know. There's
Trending in the right
I'll
direction.
agree with you guys. He's trending better, and there are a few little things that I think he can take from it. But overall, I wouldn't take fuck all out of it.
I
To
don't
be
know.
honest,
I think it's gone from fuck KTM, I'm miserable to
Yeah.
okay, I think we can do
we've
something.
made a
with this.
step. But here's the thing too. Do either of you guys think the Jet was going to the front prior to that front wheel sliding out?
No.
Do I think are you asking if I think he was going to catch Chase?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
I think he probably would have caught J Coop, but I honestly think when Chase got a decent gap, I think Chase did what Jet does.
Chase
He-
didn't get that decent of a gap. It was like
3.5
4 seconds.
Yeah, but what I was about to say is I
yeah,
think
but
when he got
I-
that 3.5 seconds, he did
Yeah.
what Jet does, and he started managing.
You think
because
so?
I
Dude, look
think
how
there was a part of me that was like, okay, he's gonna put the exclamation point on it. He's chasing records here. McGrath was what, like 10.
McGrath had 10. Yeah.
He wouldn't have been able to get 10 anyway.
no, we could have got
but I
9.
think that mistake definitely
That
it put the nail in the coffin as far as going forward.
that's exactly what I thought. I thought
Yeah.
he was going forward, and there at the beginning of the race, there was that little bit because I thought for sure he would just play it safe, whatever.
Yeah.
And
How far forward he would have gotten,
and then
I don't know.
Then he started
But-
going, and I was like, oh no, he's gonna like try to go to the front.
he
here.
would have had. I think he would have known in the back of his head with the way that track broke down by the end of the main that pushing it would have been a huge risk.
But they said that rain helped that track.
for sure.
tremendously.
Oh,
For
God,
sure, but I
yeah,
just think
yeah.
it was too. Everybody was too bunched up to make up that much time, and that's the thing is that like Chase was just as fast as him all day, and
Yeah.
he was faster by a lot in
Yeah.
his heat race. So I think Jet knew like, oh, like I'm actually gonna have to like really put a heater down to catch him.
Yeah.
And who knows what happened? And granted, he probably could have crashed and still won because he had to get like 17th,
Yeah.
18th, or whatever. But still, he's probably looking at going, is it really worth it to try
Yeah.
to run him
Yep.
down?
I don't know. Like I
Or
said,
try to run him down.
I thought he was going to the front, and then as soon as that moment happened, I was like, oh nope, that's it. He has mailed that in. So
Yeah.
which is fine. Whatever.
It definitely, like I said, trending in the right direction. You can even point to the start.
yeah, with Chase.
He was up front in both of last couple weeks, and that just goes to me like as a rider, like how much of a difference mentally switching and going and doing outdoors can do for you.
There's a lot of guys talking about. Grant Harlan was talking about that too.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe if that's just like a turning point or what's going on like in the state of our sport, but I think that should be more of a focus. Like, hey, you're sucking ass right now. Go ride outdoors.
ride
Don't
outdoors.
touch a Supercross track.
Well, yeah, because everybody riding Supercross, even for these guys, it's never a natural thing to ride Supercross. You don't grow up riding Supercross.
Right, but like if they,
Deegan grew
middle
up
of the
riding
season, they're
Supercross.
sucking, they go ride outdoors, like, and even just going down a straightaway where you're going to click third and go into the corner, you do that a lot like and you can take, maybe what you got from riding that outdoors into going back down the start straight into the corner and charge it that much harder. Like little small stuff like that on a Supercross track, that'll make up tenth of a second, couple tenths of a second, makes up a ton at the end of the race. Whereas
Yeah.
outdoors, maybe a tenth of a second ain't as huge of a deal. But
Gets you back to basics outdoors. Supercross is always a mental thing, where outdoors it's more about being, specific and spot on with your technique
right,
for
and that,
longer
like,
times.
I think speed too.
Yeah.
like
Well, your brain's
your
processing
brain is
information.
processing things a lot faster. And I think if you take that back into Supercross, your brain starts processing things a lot faster. You push through sections more. Like I don't know. So I don't know. I've never ridden Supercross, so maybe I sound like an idiot. I'll talk to Triple over here. Maybe he knows.
No, I think you're pretty spot on.
What do you want to know? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
No, Supercross is always it's always a mental thing, whereas outdoors and stuff it's more you have to be more spot on with your technique and stuff, and you have to be more precise in the sense that
You said more outdoors. You have to be more spot on.
Yeah, I believe so.
Really?
I believe so. Nowadays,
hard argument.
Nowadays, I believe so. With these guys, dude, Supercross with the way everything is set up nowadays and how good these bikes are, you can frame the fuck out of a triple, roll on, clutch it a little bit, and you can get over a triple. You get loose going down a straightaway with braking bumps all the way from the start of the straightaway down. Just because you roll on and clutch it a little bit, you're not breaking
I think
it
there's
back.
definitely an argument there. I mean, you look at Benestont's crash from GPs this weekend; like it came out of nowhere for him.
Don't talk about the GP.
So-
Justin hasn't watched the
I
second
haven't watched that, man. I haven't watched the 450
Okay,
Second
Benestant
moto.
ate shit.
Yeah, no, I've watched
Okay.
the second 250 moto. Yes,
Guess what happened in the second 450?
I haven't watched the second 450 moto.
You want to know what happened?
No, because
Do
I
you,
haven't.
do you want to know where the bullet was?
No. Okay. Oh, really? No.
I also know. Anyway,
He's
all
also
right.
riding with broken ribs.
All right, so
So was Kitchen.
let's move on here because we got tons to get through. So Justin Cooper second, and the Justin Cooper Hunter Lawrence comparison just rolls right on.
It got right better, yeah.
So now they both have what's it called? They both have podiums. They both have
Where's my check?
all this stuff. What?
I brought this up at the beginning of the year.
They're just.
I said they were going to be the same guy.
Same.
However, Hunter did get one more podium
You guys want to put
and
those
some
on?
heat.
Is he
and
coming
some,
on?
Yeah.
And some heat wins.
Yes, that is true. So, but I think you break it down. You're basically like splitting hairs to divide them essentially at this point. So,
Should I call myself Santa Claus for Kev?
oh good God, no.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna call Kev here.
No quad talk, please.
How this
Are
show
you guys
goes.
gonna-
This is how we roll,
Are you
but
guys
This-
going to run with your headphones on?
This is exactly. No, I'm probably actually gonna.
I feel pro with these
because
on.
it is hot.
All right, so
Whatever.
J
Wow,
Coop.
okay, damn.
well, it's hot in here.
J Coop.
All right, so J Coop
J. Coop is definitely flying that private jet home.
and Hunter, same.
I think Hunter gets a little bit of a nod, though.
Yes.
Hunter had heat wins and two podiums.
and fastest qualifier.
Coop had some fast qualifiers.
Did he?
J Coop did? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Outdoors.
It all
So
blurs.
pretty much the same.
Look, here's the thing. Outside of like last week and this week, it all blurs together.
I
for
think
me.
they're going to be
And I
there's going to be
forget
a lot
things.
of battles between those two outdoors.
I think so too. It's going to be awesome. It'll be interesting when we get to the end of the year to really put the numbers side by side and see where we get to.
I think it's going to be literally neck and neck.
I think so,
Probably
too.
for most of their careers moving forward.
I think so too.
I'm
So-
here for it.
And hey, man, he was on that podium, leaned,
Lean and left.
lean angle.
Lean and left.
Are you talking about his face?
yes. His neck.
His neck.
His neck leans left all the time.
Does it?
Is it left or is it right?
I don't think it really matters. It leans.
It leans.
You think everything
You
on his
made
body's
this
kind
joke.
of
Why is he?
Yeah, I
why
don't
is he
know.
acting
He's
like
fucking-
he's the
he
one
has no
talking
idea.
about it?
It was like this. It
Yeah.
doesn't lean. It's tilted.
Whatever, dude.
Like-
Oh
lean,
my
tilt,
goodness.
whatever.
Or
now
not
we're talking
tilted,
about.
but like turned.
Okay, geometry
Oh my
over
goodness.
here.
Like
Jeez.
this cheek is about 3/4 of an
I
inch
can't do
farther out
this.
than this cheek.
You're never getting anything from J Coop ever.
I
now.
can't do this. All right.
jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So Cooper Webb put the pouty face on. Showed up to ride. Okay, let's pause here because I was talking to our boy Coach Rob about this. What an idiotic move to ride that race.
Why?
Why do you say that?
Okay, we made it through,
Uh huh.
but think about it. Your thumb is fucked, and we all know they were. Oh, it's it can't get any worse.
I know a guy that would beg to differ.
But the injury, yeah, I know. And that's going to be the argument for the next 10 years when guys do stuff like this. What does Coach Rob always say? And I know because me and him were talking about the second injury is always worse than the first one,
yeah.
right? Which, again, we got lucky this weekend, but he can't hold on to that bike. So what does it take? One little miss thing, and he's off there, and then he's really ragdolled?
Well, we know that he's not doing outdoors, so.
Well, yeah.
Well, Jesse Nelson just took his shirt off.
Jesse Nelson did take his shirt off.
Jesse Nelson didn't have a thumb.
I
and
miss
he was
that
a
guy.
ripping.
I miss that guy so much.
Okay, that's
Ben
different.
Martin doesn't have a thumb. I'm just kidding.
Oh
He
my
has part of
goodness,
a thumb.
that is so
No.
different than hey, my thumb is
I know.
hurt.
I know you're
I
saying.
think Cooper Webb would chop his thumb off and put a prosthetic off to win.
Oh my goodness, I can't.
I'm serious.
Okay,
He just
all right.
feed it to-
All right.
No,
Webb
yeah.
gets third,
Yeah.
guts it out. Great, cool, awesome, sweet. Trying to make
best,
a solid point here and
Post-race press conference ever.
pouty face.
I mean,
That wasn't a pouty face.
I
It
mean,
was
I'll be honest, dude. I feel bad for the dude. Honestly, like he gutted it out. You know, he showed that he wanted to stay in this as long as possible. And even though I don't know if the outcome would have been any different, you can look back and now that we do know that he has been. What are you doing?
I'm just waiting.
Oh,
It's my nervous twitch here because I got a point to make.
His
I got one
thumb's
too.
been fucked. That it's like, oh, what happens had it not gotten? You know, so I don't know. I mean, it's what it could have, would have, should have.
Let me tell you what happens. The same thing that happened. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because this was never his title.
Why do you
This
say
was
that?
never his
I
title.
do
Why do you
want
say
to
that?
point.
Did you
this
watch
thing
my
out, though.
reaction show?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Why do you say it was never his title?
Why? Because this is Jet made Jet
Oh boy, here we go.
caused Jet to lose points.
Stu caused Stu to lose points, and he still lost a bunch of
You
championships.
do realize
Oh,
that
boy.
this is because somebody made this point in some group I'm in, and I was reading some comments. This was a 40-point championship. He had a 21-point lead, and he still won by 50.
kind of part of racing dirt bikes.
40-point championship.
Kind of part
And
of
then,
racing
yes,
dirt bikes.
So if we're playing theoreticals, Cooper Webb would have wrapped it up 3 rounds early.
Cooper
without
Webb
Jet.
was opportune to be there when Jet was like, you know what? I just feel like giving some points away today.
Ryan Nungy was opportune in 2017 when Eli won how many races in a row, and then Eli throws it away in East Rutherford. It's kind of okay.
He had the red plate one fucking round when they both had it.
We had this talk last week, and I said with Jet, I've given all of him his props. I haven't said anything negative about him,
boy,
and I'm not gonna start.
Here's with all due respect, fuck you.
It is all due respect. Fuck off.
Guess
Like
what?
it's annoying. It's annoying because
You are exactly who he was talking to when he said to suck it on the podium. All right.
it's annoying that all of the fanboys like to do this little thing because I used to do the same shit with Stu. It's part of racing dirt bikes. It's part of anything. Like, yes, you can talk about the 40-point swing, and that's fine, but you still have to show up and race the races. Ryan Dungey won a title in 2017 after winning how many races? 3, and Eli won how many? Chase won a championship last year only because Eli blew his Achilles out and he hadn't been hurt since 2015.
Yeah.
Like, it's part of it. And if Jet would have lost this championship, we could look back and go, yep, that's where he fucked up. He was faster than Coop all year long, but you got to put in 17 rounds, and it doesn't make the championship or the check any different. You win races, how you win races. Like we always talk about Ryan Dungey being the diesel and him getting handed to him. Guess what? Still made a whole fuck ton of money, still won a whole bunch of championships, and it doesn't really matter how you win them.
Somebody said the money thing wasn't correct.
What do you mean the money?
What money thing?
I'm just,
Anderson-
certain someone said he didn't have as much money as you would think he would have.
Well, and Anderson, in 2018, he won 4 races that year, 4 or 5 races, still won a championship. If you want to talk about, yes, Jet was easily the fastest guy all year, nobody's taking that away from him. And could he have wrapped up the title early? Yes, he probably could have, but he didn't. He went down to the last round, and he won the championship. He won the championship. And if he wins a bunch of championships moving forward the same way, you can still back and go, hey, man, you made it a little bit harder on yourself. So, like, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah, I said this and this is going to be my controversial take, but I said this in the thing. It was never Coop's title.
It's
Coop
never
got-
nobody's
Coop
title
got
until
luck-
the title gets won.
Coop got lucky and got close.
It's nobody's title.
Everybody counted Coop out anyway after watching him in Paris and seeing how chubby
And he also
was. and all
won
that
how
shit.
many
And
rounds?
Coop had a hell of a year for how he looked in Paris.
Look, Coop, this is the
8
best.
months ago.
I think this was the best version of Coop that we've ever seen, but it was just overshadowed by
Just
the
like
number
to
18.
thank himself for, just being the best version of himself.
I mean, he really was. Like, you take Jet out of the equation, he smokes all those guys and wraps it up 2 rounds early.
Yeah.
So I think this is the best version of him that we've seen, and first year on the bike, first year on team. Like,
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Whatever.
It's part of racing.
he had a
Jet
great
won the
season.
title. It didn't matter. But to say that it was never Coop's title,
It was not.
Nobody ever
He had
wins a
one-
title until the championship's over with.
He had the
That's
red.
factual.
He had the red plate 1 round with Jet.
And did he?
That was it.
Did he tie the points up at one point?
So again, it was never his title.
Did he
He
tie
had
the
a
points
shot
up at
at
one
it.
point? He had a shot at it.
He did.
Did he tie the points up at one point?
But you know what? With a fucked up thumb like that, maybe after last week, we should have gone, this probably isn't going to work.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of money to be made to be top 3, top 2 in a championship.
What's probably not going to work?
Do you think he's got top 2 or top 3 bonus?
Probably top 3. His contract this year was probably nothing but bonuses to even get paid because of the whole Tomac situation.
I heard Ando's only got top 2. So if Ando only has top 2, I have a hard time believing that Webb's got top 3.
I don't think Ando's got top 2. Why is he trying to get third so bad?
I don't know. That was what was said on a webcast called Schmulp MX. That was what was said, was that he's got top 2 bonuses.
Yeah, they would know more than me.
So, I mean, you can make a call.
I
or
could
shoot
not
a
make
text.
I could not make a call.
Your buddies with the guy that handles that kind of stuff? Like, just shoot a text. Be like, bro, does he have top 2 or top 3 bonuses?
I'm not on that level. I wish I was. It'd be very interesting.
I don't understand how you're not.
He would probably be very annoyed with me because I would ask questions every week.
I'm going to need you to network harder.
I'm good.
Unbelievable.
Go to Ziegler and buy the new Kawasaki Ridge. They're now in dealers.
Oh, my God. So, anyway. So, yeah, I mean... Okay, he like gutted it out, but again, I'm gonna stick on that controversial topic of it wasn't ever his title. He got lucky. I don't think
there was no luck. He worked his ass off.
Luck is part of the U.S. Ricky Carmichael. Luck is a lot of part of winning championships, bro. Well, and Ricky Carmichael knows better than anybody else.
He didn't get that lucky because he didn't win this title, but
because he fucked his thumb up, so we'll never know. Would he have won it? Maybe, probably not. But still, to say that it was never his title is the stupidest thing ever because it's never anybody's title until the championship's over.
How about him trying to clean Jet shit in the heat?
Go for it, bro.
I think that was a little
go for it, bro.
Extra, but
whatever.
That was a
you take his ass out in the heat though. Everybody hates him.
Do you think Coop cares? I don't think Coop gives 2 flying fucks what anybody thinks of him.
Well, let me ask you this. After seeing some other stuff, which we'll talk about here as we get to the next guy, if he cleans Jet out in that heat,
and Jet doesn't make the main,
or God, that'd have been,
and he wins the title,
fucking he don't give 2 fucks.
Well, no. Well, if he doesn't make the main, what's the chances Hunter lets him make it through that main event without?
Well, clearly it didn't. Clearly it didn't matter because Hunter doesn't have his own shit in control.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on here then from one topic to another. So Ando gets 4th.
So
him and Hunter have been fined.
And
no,
they
didn't get fined.
No,
that's not.
I heard there is some major beef between those camps, and not because of last night. I've heard there's been major beef. What I heard, what I understand.
Sure there has been.
Thoughts on either move?
The Anderson one in the beginning,
racing.
That was racing. It was aggressive, but that's how he rides.
Yeah,
that's
Hunter probably should have been black flagged. There's a race going on, and you're not.
Anybody else would have done that black flag.
Chad Reed got black flagged. There's a race going on, bro. You're not in it.
That's the thing. They black flagged Chad Reed, but they didn't black flag. So here's the thing with Hunter's move. He didn't.
It was a race going on, and he wasn't in it.
It wasn't Bogle coming off the side of the track and just see ya, Barsha.
No, but you're still sticking your nose in a race that you're not in.
He is, and I would have given gobs of money to be in that AMA truck last night to listen to those two talk about it. Thoughts on you? You probably haven't seen it. Anderson's post today.
Yeah, I've seen it. 2 for 2 on helmet grabs, and he was like, "I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me. I got my team."
No, why
I know
would he?
I'm a good guy.
Why would he? Why would he give?
Why
a
would
shit?
you care if you got your people? You know.
Hey, look, I know Anderson rides that way.
It's the same thing. You leave the door open with Barsha. Same thing. You leave. There's guys that when you leave the door open, you total fine line no matter where it is. And look, was it ridiculous for Ando to do it the last race of the year, the last main of the year? Probably so.
But guess what? That's why I'm thinking about this top 2 bonus. I thought it was top 3, but he wants that top. He wants to be on the podium. He wants some money, right?
Yeah.
If you also looked at the points,
yeah,
he was tied with Tomac at the end of the night. Tomac gets the tiebreaker because he had 1 win.
Yeah.
Hunter's move cost him a podium spot and probably enough points to get into 4th in the points.
I just
and
look
maybe
at
there's a top 5 in the points bonus too.
Maybe.
So
I just look at what Hunter did as a temper tantrum.
Hunter's move could have cost him a lot of money last night.
I don't really
Saturday
look
night.
in the grand scheme of moves here. I don't really have a problem with what Hunter did.
I do. It's a temper tantrum.
My thing is does it make Hunter think twice before he does something again? Because look, does it make Ando think twice? Because Ando, we all know, does this kind of stuff, which is fine. Okay, cool. And like, I don't think if he does that with if Hunter does that to Barsha, I don't think you get anywhere with it. Anderson has a bit of brainwaves flowing up here. Like Vince freezing Barsha, you don't get anything from it. You just end up creating more havoc. But Anderson, I feel like, does have a few brainwaves going up here that will maybe go, all right, I probably shouldn't fuck with that guy again because, like, I don't need him to... Because, like, no matter what
Anderson doesn't have those brainwaves.
You don't think so?
Look, man, I don't think it's going to matter.
No, he lost that title in 22 because of those brainwaves you speak of, and Mookie cleaned his ass out.
I don't think it's going to matter because we're going into outdoors, and we know Ando doesn't give a shit, so those two aren't going to see each other on the track at all unless Hunter's lapping Ando.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if we get any carryover here.
I don't think so. I don't see it because, like, Ando's just not going to be anywhere near Hunter at all this year.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's going to give two shits about outdoors.
I think it'll be random, but...
I just look at it.
I think it was, the lapper thing, it was kind of some bullshit, but as a fan, bring it on.
You just told a fine line if you let Hunter get away with what he did as a lapper. If he would have been in the race...
Well, I'm sure he's not going to get away with it.
No, I'm just saying,
sure
like...
penalties will ensue here.
If that would have been him in that race and he's battling Ando, I don't give two shits. You're paying him back, you're in the race, but you're a lap down, there's a race going on and you're not in it. What if Ando... Not going to happen. But what if Ando was out front and he was lining up a pass on Chase, and then Hunter does that? We're looking at this once again as a completely different situation. So I have a problem with what Hunter did. If that would have been he's not a lap down, I don't give two shit. Like, yeah, go for it, bro. Mm-hmm. But you're a lapper. You're there's a race going on and you're not a part of it.
Like I said, I haven't seen the penalty report yet. I don't think they get out of it scot-free, either one of them.
If Anderson gets fined, that's bullshit. That's
to be honest, but
thing, but
we'll see. Barsha.
Hang on. How about the irony of they had that piece on the Lawrence brothers, and Hunter was like, "Yeah, the whole Barsha thing happened." I was like, "Don't give the media something to talk about," and then he went and gave the media something to talk about.
Here we are. Here we are talking heads. Although we're the crazy conspiracy theorists of the moto media industry.
We're black sheep.
Ish. Yeah.
No, we're the blackest of the sheep.
No. That spot's reserved for Chris Cooksey, man. Trust me. Everybody I've taught, like, he's...
So he just decided to take the Anderson villain role of media.
Yes, I guess. Oh, I mean, that's just the road he's going down, so whatever. I wish him all the best with that, and we'll see how that plays out. I still watch some of his stuff, so because he has info.
There's
validity to it. Yeah, there is.
Validity.
All right, Barsha 5th.
Pisses me off.
End of the year, just doing what he does.
This pisses me off so bad, man, to watch him do this shit every time. It's like, dude, he proves once again that if he wants to, he can go get top 5 and get on the box whenever he wants to.
Did y'all see the TCD stickers in the back of the forks, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
I saw a picture of him in the shop.
Yeah.
As somebody that was around Barsha back when he was on 85s as an amateur all the way through that, and then obviously watched his whole entire pro career, it annoys the shit out of me when he does this. Because, like, if he just wouldn't have done this at all this year, and he would have just been floundering around in, like, 7th, 8th, to be like, okay, like, it's getting to that point in his career, like, he just doesn't have it anymore.
He doesn't want to go to Europe, dude.
Which is natural progression. But when you see the last couple weeks where he actually still proves that when he wants to, he can go get top 5s and probably get on the box, you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Great question. No idea.
I will give him benefit of the doubt. I think he was behind the 8-ball fitness-wise because of his collarbone complications.
I agree.
And then obviously the whole bike situation and all that. So I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Stu 6th.
Yeah. Where was he? Has he got a top 7 all year?
Husky doesn't care.
Husky doesn't give a shit.
Oh, you're right.
So it doesn't matter.
They got a title though for not.
They got a title. They got a title somehow.
They don't care. So Jet 7th and wins the title.
Yep.
Which was not unexpected. Now, do y'all count this as 7 titles in a row? Is it 6 titles in a row?
Of the SMX thing?
Oh,
is it only 4 titles in a row?
4 titles. What are you talking about?
Just the national championships.
So you're talking about not counting regional?
Yeah, 250
no, I mean,
outdoors,
title.
Okay, all right.
I mean, that's the MX thing. I guess that's the only one that you could say, but like, I don't really think it matters. Like, it is what it is.
Oh, and shocker here.
There's a shocker.
Rookie of the year.
I know. I saw that. I was like, we could have probably gave that to somebody else.
But you can't.
We could have gave it to Jacob.
I know.
We could have gave it to Jacob.
He was the rookie. He won the title. Isn't it weird that we're saying, oh, you don't get the Rookie of the Year award? He was truly a rookie.
I mean, Dunge had the same thing in 2010.
Yeah.
When he won Supercross and
Jeremy McGrath.
Yeah.
Jimmy McGarth.
Jimmy McGarth. Jesus.
What?
Anyway,
You've never heard of Jimmy McGarth and Richard Carmichael?
Is there anything else
Take
you really
Dick
need
Trickle.
to say, like, about the Jet winning the title thing? I mean,
No, I mean, no, what
He
wanna
did
say
what he
about it?
did. I think
What do-
purple gear is just a title thing for him too. Like the
Yeah.
last couple title things, he's ran the purple gear, and
Purple
that
gear is-
shit was icy.
The purple gear is dope, so
I
I'm
thought
all
that
about
looked
it.
good.
I liked
I'm
it
all
too.
about it.
Yeah.
I liked it too.
No Barney thoughts here.
No,
dark purple.
No,
Dark
that's a
purple.
nice
Dark
purple.
perp.
He got that cup of lean.
Jesus. All right,
Jet would die if he drank
Dylan
lean.
8th.
Just get to outdoors.
We'll talk about him in the outdoor.
I've
Mitch-
seen something where he's getting the braced frame.
God dang it! I wanted to talk about that when we go to that. Let's
Okay,
talk
we'll get
about it when
that.
we go to the outdoor show.
Mitchell Oldenburg 9th.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Deep.
Apparently, Moto Concepts is doing some outdoor racing.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
We'll be curious to see which ones they do.
Washougal probably for sure.
You know who wasn't there?
Oh, boy.
250s. We'll talk about one of their 250 guys wasn't there.
Oh, Carson Mumford shit the
Shocking.
sheets again.
And the fucking wasn't there.
Dino 10th.
Hey, better than
top-
12th.
Yeah.
How about he's going to do a couple more next year, I think. So they asked him to be a part of the retirement press conference
Yeah.
thing, and he's like, no, I'm going to do a couple more next year, I think. So
We'll
Well, I
see.
mean, we'll see him in OzX, and if WSX actually decides to happen.
And he also left like a real open-ended thing on Instagram. If anybody pays me enough money, I'll race another year.
Yeah, he
No.
said that. Said
No.
that on
Nobody's paying him.
what's it called? One of the podcasts or something.
Well, he's also. I mean, we'll talk about it in the silly season. I got something to add about that.
Colt Nichols 11th.
Good-looking dude.
Vince Freeze 12th. Justin Hill
Good fucking
3rd.
rider.
Justin Hill
Good fucking
13th.
rider.
Hey, Justin Hill, also a great fucking rider, and he also made a nice long Instagram post where he is racing outdoors.
No.
No way.
Why?
He feels like he's coming into his form at the
All
end of
of
the year
outdoors
here,
or just
and
select
and
rounds?
he's doing some outdoors.
Last pro circuit title.
I'm really curious if that's a team Tedder thing or he's paying his own way.
I would imagine it's probably a Tedder thing, but
I want to know what he had to do to convince old Matt Ted Sr. to do all
I
that.
don't know, but maybe
Well,
it's something
they're
to do
saving
with
money.
SMX or something.
Because they haven't rewrapped the truck in 20 years, so
Well, I mean, Monster Energy's been a part of it since the Team Green program.
It's,
so
Yeah.
it's how they launder money, probably.
probably.
they got a lot of money. by
All right. Shane 14th.
Good.
Hunter, who we talked about.
Hunter.
15th.
the way. Fucking Johnny Sins.
Chiz 16th. Could be his last full year of outdoors.
I don't
What
even
he
know why
said.
he does outdoors at this point.
I don't
man.
even know why
He
he's
really
not retired
enjoys it,
yet.
man. He really enjoys it.
He's
No.
one of those guys that just like suffering.
I love it, dude. And I went back and watched some races back in from like 05 when him, RV, Matt Bonney, and all them. And dude, those were the days.
His
I
wi-
remember a Canadian season back in the day when he
732?
went up there. Yeah, and he
Yeah.
was just waxing ass.
His wife was real hyped up after the race about how he only qualifies straight into the main when she's there, so he needs to get his fucking shit together so that he can do it when she's not there because
mean
they
all-
have kids and she
yeah.
cannot go to
You,
every
you mean
race.
her and his 10 kids or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Oh, she
God.
sounds annoying.
Huh?
Don't
She
talk
sounds
about Chiz's
annoying.
wife like that.
I mean, she sounded fun.
No, oh.
She sounds fun.
She sounds
I mean,
like
I've never met her. I honestly probably couldn't even pick her out of a crowd.
I don't know. Maybe I just have a bad vibe because I hear the Pulpamex commercial, and I
with
can
the Brittany Chisholm?
and I can
Yeah.
just picture her going, "Welcome to Atlas Air" or whatever, having to read that, or she was like
Yeah.
the flight attendant thing. And
Yeah.
I was like, "This is so corny."
Can't be any worse than Jake Weimer's ex-wife or whatever. Wife?
his wife.
His wife.
No,
She's
Jake,
fun,
I
too.
think ruined
No,
that.
she's
for
not.
Jake
Okay.
Weimer ruined that himself.
Nico also ruined it.
Oh my goodness. So we're moving on. Jeremy
Before or
Hand
after?
17th.
Before.
Grant Harlan 18th.
Good for Grant Harlan just making mains, man. Because like I told
Dude.
you a couple shows ago, I didn't realize how bad his hip was.
Yeah.
Number 23.
Freddie Noren made $250 more by passing AC in the last corner for 19th.
Let AC buy.
AC said, Freddie, if you want it that bad, that $250,
Send
there you
it.
go. For 20th, Devin Simonson, 21st, and our boy who we talked to already, Kevin Moran's 26th.
By the way, though,
0 points.
press day for AC, rocking the 92. Loved
I
it.
was
cool.
so hoping he
I-
was going to run that at
I
the
thought
race.
it looked really good.
I
and cool.
actually would have been more pumped up had he rocked 292.
Me too. I've said that in the qualifying show.
When I
Yep.
saw the 92, I was like, oh, God, I hope they let him run that for the race. And then
I'm
I realized, nope, AMA's not going to do that.
Which is stupid because Kessler wasn't there, so they should have just let
Yeah, I
him
mean,
do
who
it.
doesn't give a shit?
And Kessler wouldn't have said anything.
No.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
push
very happy for AC in the sense that like he's at peace with how his career went. Like this was the guy that was the most hyped amateur, almost damn near ever, and obviously things did not go to plan.
You didn't thank him for that.
But if you go back, man, so they were talking about this on the review show too, about you actually look at his career, right?
Yeah.
and how many titles he was close in.
A lot.
And how fast he actually was. Again, not it didn't go the way we all thought it was going to go. But, man, how many, there was, 2 years or at least one there that he was in that 450 title chase for outdoors right down to the end. 250 title chases for Supercross multiple times.
Threw 2 away.
Yeah, but guess what? That whole career, besides
the 2019 outdoor title,
but no, besides maybe the 2020 COVID year where he was winning 450 races, it's Dean Wilson.
Yeah.
You sit there and look at it. He was so close to so many 250 titles. Mitch kept giving him a chance every time, and something would happen in the end. Dean blew a shoulder out. Or Tomac. Tomac blew a shoulder out. And then Dean wins that outdoor title. AC wins that outdoor title. They get on the 450s. Both of them got a couple podiums apiece.
I think actually Dean's 450 career started off better than AC's.
I mean, well, he beat Stu in that heat. Remember that? Straight up. But I don't know, man. I think it's very Dean Wilson-ish. A lot of people flamed me when I first started saying that, but you sit back and
comparison.
You're not totally off, except for
likable guy.
If you want a really good, and I always look at this GoPro because it's like if you want a really good understanding of how good AC was on a 250, and it's just one race, and people are like, well, it is just one race. 2015 or 20, I think it's 2015. Go to GoPro's Motorsports channel.
Oh, don't get me fired up about GoPros.
No, just GoPro's channel. It's either 2015 or 2016. It was when he was number 44. Go to that season.
46.
No, 44. Jay Hill was 46.
He ran 44?
44 for 1 year.
Okay, not very much then.
So 1 year. 2015 or 2016, go to Unadilla GoPro with Adam Cincerello and watch him for however long that moto is. I think it's only like an 8-minute clip. But it's him just yanking, and it's pretty much what all he did that year outdoors. Yank starts, led for like 15 minutes, gets like 15-second gaps. And then that was the year that he had the growing spurt. So he really wasn't fully developed into his body, and then he drop anchor. But you can look back at that year and go, AC would have easily won that outdoor championship had he actually had a year to grow into his body and build up his cardio. But I just look back at some of those 250 years, and dude, his speed was next level. And that's even in the J-Mart era when J-Mart was just better than everybody.
You know, the crazy thing that somebody brought up today in the review show is if you go back to that 2020 season there for outdoors.
Zacho won,
Yeah. He crashed at the mud race.
There was one race that kind of ruined it.
Yeah, he crashed in the mud race at Loretta's and bent his bars. And they're literally like, if he would have not done that, and he would have finished on the box, he would have won that title.
Well, then even the race at Millville,
a whole bunch of shit.
Even the race at Millville when he's working his way through the pack and he's catching everyone, and then he just fucking lawn darts himself.
Yeah. Wasn't there something about a front brake or something?
I don't know. The best thing, there's two things I will remember about AC. Number one, watching him, because that was when I first got into it, was his rookie season there in 250s in Supercross.
2014,
and watching him win.
Pop the shoulder back in.
Well, watching him win those first couple, and then, get his shoulder or whatever. And then the other one was when they had the GP at Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
And that picture of him just flying upside down off the start, going, America!
I think
classic.
I think there's a lot of AC moments you can look back to, but honestly, I look back to the year that him and Coop both introduced themselves to the world outdoors in 2013, and just the crazy battles that those two had. Because watching them do this for their entire amateur career, well, AC was always better than Coop. Coop only bested AC a few times. He would say otherwise, but he knows. And then them just continue this into their pro career, and then just have some epic battles, like the little bit of time they found each other on the track, and you're like, oh, this is just going to be the next 15 years of what the 250 class is going to look like. Little did we know that, AC was going to have his issues, and Cooper Webb was going to be a 2-time 450 Supercross champion and a 3-time 250 champion. So, I don't know. It's just wild to look back on it, but I'm glad that AC is retiring on his own terms. He's
very well liked from everybody too.
And I'm actually excited to, and this is coming from someone that doesn't really get into all the social media stuff, I'm actually excited to see his next phase of his journey.
We'll see.
Because he says he's going to keep riding. He says he's going to buy a 250 and just shred.
Bro, they literally ask him, and he's like, I might have to get surgery on my ankle because my ankle's pretty fucked, but if I don't have to do that, I'll be riding in 2 weeks at Paula on the vet track.
I want to see him on a 250 because Yeah.
Be awesome. So, all right, that's been your 450 race recap brought to you by our friends at Gutter Works. Always well hung, just like Justin Barsha and Cameron Sackadoo. We're going to stop using the Sackadoo thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because it's Supercross is over now.
Yeah.
Anyway,